welcome to the Luna's Colony. I'm Colonel Mustard. We're playing the Stanley Parable, and in the last video we started off and basically played through straight to one possible ending. I disobeyed everything I was told to do, as is my nature. Yeah, I'm just picking up right where I left off, and I'm going to try and do things a bit differently this time. So.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, this time I'm just going to... Last time I disobeyed everything. This time I'm going to obey everything. And then see what that does and how long it takes. And then if it's another quick one, I might then try a sort of mixed bag. Okay, so, oh yeah, 2 doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This time he did, because he's a good boy. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Right, can I actually get through the door this time is the question. Oh, I can open the broom closet this time. Chris, are you here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Tempted not to do that, but I did say I was going to... Oh, you can go down this time.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Interesting. Very interesting. I did say I was going to obey everything, so here we go. Right, okay, I see. More options become available depending on what you do. Oh, that wasn't there before. Executive bathroom. God damn it. Stop giving me options. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Extreme bathrooms. What does that say? I can't zoom. Bath guy testifies in the trial of the century. Tired of getting ash on your... Feels like I'm at the opticians. Faucets, pipes, offshoots. Right, didn't really get us anywhere. Oh, forgot. Any game with a toilet, always try and flush it. That didn't work. That door wasn't open before either. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, this is all different. I can't remember which door it was, but this layout has changed.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
God, it's
amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's nice having an omniscient narrator helping around. It's all a bit dark in here. Oh, okay. I thought I had a choice there, but looks like down or down was my choice.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Deserted office, questioning nature of reality.
Stanley walked
Bit
straight ahead
Severance.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Right, well. Yeah, I can see I'm going to have to play this several times. Obviously, I want to go escape. But this is meant to be my pure obedience run, so against my better judgment.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Nope. I'm about to get surrounded by people in baby masks. Cameras. Yeah, that's my only option, it seems.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427, that's me, isn't it? 427, I think. Oh, lost it now. Where was 427? There. Go on, change back. Yeah, I think that is my office. Interesting. Actually, is it the only one that doesn't have the... No, it's just... I thought it was the only one that didn't have the lines on it. Call lift.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Afraid so.
But it was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Really? Nice bit of sabotage. Oh. What happens? There's another one up there. Can I get up there? Oh, there's loads of them actually. Console. You know what? I'm going to the facility power place because that's clearly where I'm meant to go, and I'm trying to do the things I'm meant to do. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Didn't think that through. It's all gone a bit dark now.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on, Stan.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. Good for Stanley. So obviously the way I did it the first time was not considered beating the game. Okay, well that was quite quick, so let's do another
All of his
alternative.
coworkers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, so this time
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I had the escape before going into the mind control room, didn't I? And on the, if I went right, what happened when I went? There was the room with the you could fall off the platform, and I feel like there was a door that was open, and I feel like on the way back you definitely couldn't jump off onto that gantry, but I'm sure on the way out you possibly could. But I'm going to go this way first while it's fresh in my mind.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you, I will. I'm going to admire this lovely adjustable spanner and this what looks like a handle to a saw, but I don't know what that's for. Oh, a big old thingy. And a broom. And a bucket. I'm trying to stay in here as long as possible and see if anything happens. No. Alright. Maybe if I'd waited another minute or two. Oh, I could go downstairs as well, couldn't I? Shit.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know, I'm more likely to remember the... no, I'm going to do the escape thing now, and then hopefully I'll remember to come back and go downstairs next time. Oh, but then there's this room. Fuck. I don't like so many choices. Escape. Escape. We're escaping.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Basically doing the thing that's furthest away.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf.
Oh, what if it's different this time?
Behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
It's not.
But his attention was caught by a keypad
Oh,
behind
yes,
the
it is.
boss's
Yes,
desk.
it is.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, 284.
But
Okay.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
My mistake.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely can't go up. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe if I press down, it goes up. Okay.
Stanley walked
Mind
straight
control
ahead
facility.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, he didn't.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We'll see about that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
And
At this
yet,
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
we must all do so eventually. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? Oh. Splat. How do I still have
As the machine whirred into
legs?
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No,
to
can't
his
jump.
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But wait.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
It's a valid question.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors of the first part of the game was... Oh, I see. Okay. Nice. Okay, so there's my office. Yeah. Wait, is that right? Can't remember. Corridor. And there are the two doors. This is a nice little museum. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used. I like this room. filing cabinets, office computers, installing Chart Pro 2.01. That is a very, it's not even Windows 95, is it? Like Windows, I don't know, 3.1 or something. Good old Solitaire. Whiled away many an hour on that. Employee database. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, because I set up the game for the first time, I just came in and made sure that, you know, all the sound levels were okay and everything. Then for the first video I restarted it and I got a little, it asks you to set the time when you first load it up. And I did. And the second time I got a message thanking me for setting the correct time and saying most people don't do that, and next time just pick your favourite time. I don't have a favourite time. The credits. Kevin Brighting. Name rings a bell and so does the voice, but I could be wrong about that. I'll have to look him up. Maintenance room. I don't like the fact that I had two options here. Oh, there's more. Ultra Deluxe announcements. Battlefield fighting aliens. Making fun of people who like shooters. Well, I mean, I like shooters, but I also like making fun of people who like shooters. So, you know, you can have both. Have it both ways. Narrator emails. Email the narrator for questions. There's a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Where's that? I want to see that. Strong. Next. What do the lights in the control room do? Yeah. I pressed 1, didn't I? Nothing seemed to happen. And then I sort of let it go after that. Oh, there was the lounge, wasn't there? The cargo lift. The cargo lift. Have I seen the cargo lift? Is that the thing? Yeah, the thing. The apartment. What? There's an apartment ending. Oh, yeah, the phone. Oh, idiot. Oh, God, there's so many rooms. To confusion ending. Could I go that way? Hidden depending on how you entered. Oh, actually, no, I think there was a room that I didn't... Yeah, there was a room that was all sort of, well, maintenance-y. Vent. Okay, there are obviously so many fucking endings to this. Which, as I did say originally, the completionist in me is twitching vigorously because realistically I'm not going to play this 20 odd times. I would like to see all the endings, but I'm not going to do that, so oh no. Zending levers. What the fuck is a zending lever? Zending. Oh, it's already cut. So basically this is telling me all about the endings that I haven't actually seen. Maybe I wasn't meant to come this way just yet. Countdown room. Monitor room. I see. Freedom ending. Well, I've had that. Now where the... Is that where I came from? No. Jesus fucking Christ, where am I? I'm so lost. A Stanley Parable on and off. Right, I mean, this basically this entire video is now just me doing this. Oh wait, hold on, is this... Right, yeah, I went through there earlier, didn't I? Okay. Game design... Okay, right, I've gone round in a circle. The question is... Where... Oh, God. I'm lost.
Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
Okay, right. I do need to get out of here at some point. Right, okay. I think if I went up... No. Bloody hell. Where was that thing that said Stanley Parable on and off? Was it this way? Fucking hell, this is somewhere else. Okay, I've been in here. I've been in here. I need to leave a trail of breadcrumbs or something. That's where I just went. Ah, exit. It's got a big fucking exit sign on it. Good grief.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
I did say I was going to... Oh. Yeah, well, I did say I was going to obey, so... I've obeyed. Okay, well, that's several possible endings. I'm really intrigued by the what was it, badger in swimming trunks or something? Maybe that was made up. I don't know. But yeah, that'll do for this time. And I think I might do maybe one more. I'll see how many alternatives I can find next time, and then decide whether that's enough or not. But yeah, there's another round of possible endings to the Stanley Parable. So until next time, bye for now.